Color is an expressional element in filmmaking that holds the ability to convey a film's meaning and message through visual representations. In this video essay, I will be delineating how color can be a cinematic tool in depicting the progression and evolution of a film's narrative. In the Grand Budapest Hotel, the narrative is told from the perspective of Zero, a lobby boy working at the Grand Budapest. The film is essentially a recollection of Zero's memories, with a unique color palette being ascribed to each significant time frame in Zero's life. Zero's happiest moments, such as his romance with Agatha or his time working at the hotel, are represented through dreamlike, nostalgic shades of pink, blue, red, and purple that signify youth, love, and passion for life. Contrastingly, towards the end of the film, we see the first and only black and white scene. This occurs when his boss, mentor, and idol, Monsieur Gustave, the owner of the Grand Budapest, is taken by a tyrannical army and shot dead. The omittance of color and use of black and white is a classic storytelling technique that signifies dark times and is a manifestation of Zero's recollection of that dreadful day. Nightcrawler takes a more symbolic approach to the use of color. In the film, Lou Bloom is a ruthless, morally lacking crime journalist who goes to extreme lengths to get a headline news story. The film starts off in muted, cool tones, depicting Lou's life as lifeless, repetitive, and depressing. His car in the first half of the movie is a light blue Toyota Tercel, a low-end, low-status car that mirrors Lou's life. Throughout the film, as he gains confidence, skill, and notoriety, his newfound success is represented by his purchase of a bright red Dodge Challenger. The Challenger's color is a stark contrast to the film's previous cool-tone palette and signifies Lou's transition from lone wolf, freelancing nobody to financially and commercially successful journalist Lou Bloom. His thirst for power and lust for success are represented by a car with a presence and color that commands attention. In La La Land, color is used to represent two worlds colliding. Throughout the start of the movie, the two main characters, aspiring actress Mia and struggling musician Sebastian, wear bold, primary colors. Mia, from the start, is predominantly seen in blue, while Sebastian is introduced in red. This isolation of color in their wardrobes represents each character's individuality and sense of self in superficial Los Angeles. However, as the story progresses and their love grows for each other, the colors blend and they lose their singularity. Their love binding as one is represented in the meshing of primary colors. This is most clearly represented in this scene, where they waltz against a glimmering purple sky. The waltz, a symbol of intimacy and interdependency, complements the aim in using purple to illustrate Mia and Sebastian's transition from independence to unification. In his quest to quell his loneliness, Theodore Twombly downloads an AI system called Samantha, falling in love with the strikingly human operating system. The implementation of red represents love and passion and illustrates Theodore's affection for Samantha and the warm feelings that come with falling in love. When Theodore discovers that Samantha interacts romantically with hundreds of other users, he no longer wears red or other bright colors. Instead, we see Theodore wearing a white shirt, illustrating love being drained from his being. White, a universal symbol of hope, leads to the movie's resolution and denotes his acceptance of his lost love with Samantha. Red is a symbol for danger, warning, and alarm. This association is depicted in Ex Machina. Caleb admires tech genius Nathan and his AI inventions, specifically the hyper-intelligent female robot Ava. When Caleb first arrives at Nathan's estate, the color palette is a serene reflection of nature. The greens from the forest and the clean white and gray tones of the mansion all establish a sense of security and trust. Caleb shares a beer with Nathan, and the two slowly begin to develop a friendly relationship. However, throughout the course of the film, Ava creates a power fuse that turns off the security cameras and warns Caleb of Nathan's intentions of destroying her. Caleb's view of Ava as practically human causes him great distress to learn that she will soon be quote-unquote killed and drives him to lose trust in Nathan. Essentially, the alarming red light symbolized a dynamic change in Caleb and Nathan's relationship and marked the progression of the narrative in a more sinister direction.